Come on and dance with me, darling. I know you want it. Move with the rhythm, your body. I wanna go. You know you're driving me crazy. Anticipating. The taste of your lips, yeah, I'm craving. No hesitating. Drop it down to the floor. You're making me want you more. Come on and me explore. Sesame me more.
Hello, pupils. Today, our topic of discussion is the binomial expansion for grade 9 students. And I do hope that you will enjoy the session. So, our first part of discussion will be the expansion of algebraic expressions using the distributive law. Now, to expand means remove bracket and simplify. So let's take our first example for today. So if we have 3 multiplied by 2a minus b, it's 3 multiplied by 2a plus 3 multiplied by minus b. So the final answer is 6a minus 3b. You please be very careful the with the multiplication. That is, plus times plus gives plus, and plus times minus give the minus. So 3 into bracket multiplied by 2a minus b gives 6a minus 3b. Next example, minus 4 multiplied by 2x minus y, minus 4 times 2x plus minus 4 times minus y. So you have minus 8x plus 4y. Next example, x into bracket 2x plus y, which is x multiplied by 2x plus x multiplied by y. X multiplied by 2x gives 2x squared, and x times y gives xy. So final answer, it's 2x squared plus xy. Part D, minus 2y into bracket x minus 3y minus 2y times x plus minus 2y times minus 3y. So final answer is minus 2xy plus 6y squared. So here we have to be very careful because minus times minus, it's a plus. Now here, if we have to expand and simplify, 3 into bracket x plus 2 plus 4 into bracket x minus 4, it's 3 times x plus 3 times 2 plus 4 times x plus 4 times minus 4. 3 times x is 3x, 3 times 2 it's 6, 4x, 4 times minus 4 is minus 16. So we can group all the x together, that is 3x plus 4x, and group the constant, that is 6 minus 16. So 3x plus 4x gives 7x, and 6 minus 16 gives minus 10. N multiplied by n minus 4 minus 2n into bracket n plus 3. So we have n times n plus n times minus 4 plus minus 2n times n plus minus 2n times 3. So n times n, it's n squared. N times minus 4 minus 4n minus 2n times n minus 2n squared, and minus 2n times 3 minus 6n. So here we have to simplify. 1n squared minus 2n squared is minus n squared, minus 4n minus 6n gives minus 10n. So final answer is minus n squared minus 10n. Now, product of binomials using the distributive law. If we have to multiply x plus 2 into bracket times 2x plus 3 into bracket, we can try to solve it by this method. That is x times 2x plus 3 plus 2 times 2x plus 3, x times 2x plus x times 3 plus 2 times 2x plus 2 times 3. So x times 2x is 2x squared, x times 3 is 3x, 2 times 2x is 4x, and 2 times 3 is 6. So the middle term we have to simplify. That is 3x plus 4x gives 7x. So the final answer is 2x squared plus 7x plus 6. Y minus 2 into bracket multiplied by 2y plus 3 into bracket. It's y multiplied by 2y plus 3 minus 2 multiplied by 2y plus 3. Y multiplied by 2y plus y multiplied by 3 plus minus 2 multiplied by 2y plus minus 2 multiplied by 3. So y multiplied by 2y gives 2y squared. Y multiplied by 3 gives 3y. Minus 2 multiplied by 2y minus 4y. And minus 2 multiplied by 3 gives minus 6. Again, here we have to simplify the middle terms. That is 3y minus 4y gives minus 1y. So the final answer for this part is 2y squared minus y minus 6. Next example. Here we have 3x plus 2 into bracket multiplied by 4x minus 3 into bracket. So it's 3x multiplied by 4x minus 3 into bracket plus 2 multiplied by 4x minus 3 into bracket. So again, the same procedure, 3x times 4x plus 3x times minus 3 plus 2 times 4x plus 2 times minus 3. 3x multiplied by 4x, 12x squared. 3x multiplied by minus 3, minus 9x. 2 multiplied by 4x, 8x. And 2 multiplied by minus 3, minus 6. Simplifying the middle terms, minus 9x plus 8x, it's minus 1x. So the final answer is 12x squared minus x minus 6. Perfect squares. What are perfect squares? A perfect square is an integer or quantity that is multiplied by itself. If we have a plus b to the square, means a plus b has to multiply by itself. That is, a plus b to the square, it's a plus b multiplied by a plus b, which is a multiplied by a plus b multiplied by a plus b. So here you have a times a squared, a times b plus b times a plus b times b. Final answer, a times a gives a squared, a times b is ab, b times a it's ba, and b times b is b squared. Note that ab is equal to ba. So ab plus ba gives 2ab. So a plus b to the square is equal to a squared plus 2ab plus b squared. So we are going to try to expand some expression using the formula a plus b to the square, which is a squared plus 2ab plus b squared. That is, your a becomes a squared plus in the middle it's 2 times a times b, and your b becomes b squared. So x plus 3 to the square, so your x becomes x squared. The middle term it's 2 times x times 3, and the last term it's 3 squared. Final answer, x squared plus 6x plus 9. What about 2x plus 5 into bracket to the square? So your 2x becomes 2x to the square. Middle term plus 2 times 2x times 5. And the last term is 5 to the square. So 2x times 2x, it's 4x squared. 2 times 2x times 5 plus 5 squared. Final answer, 4x squared plus 20x plus 25. So again, we are going to expand 7 plus 3x to the squared using our formula a plus b to the squared is equal to a squared plus 2ab plus b squared. Now, the first term is 7 squared. Middle term, it's 2 times 7 times 3x. And the last term is 3x to the squared. So 7 times 7 is 49. Middle term, 2 times 7 times 3x, which is 42x. 3x to the squared is 9x squared. So final answer is 49 plus 42x plus 9x squared. What about a minus b to the squared? So a minus b has to multiply by itself. So it's a minus b multiplied by a minus b. Trying to simplify it, we have a into bracket a minus b into bracket a minus b. So a times a plus a times minus b plus minus b times a plus minus b times minus b. So you have a squared minus ab minus ab minus ab minus ab gives minus 2ab plus b squared. So this is a very important result. A minus b to the squared, it's a squared minus 2ab plus b squared. So we are going to expand now using a minus b to the squared, which is our second result. A minus b to the squared is a squared minus 2ab plus b squared. So what is x minus 5 to the squared? Very easy. X to the squared minus 2 times x times 5 plus 5 to the squared. Final answer, x squared minus 10x plus 25. What is 2x minus 3 to the squared? So it's 2x to the squared, middle term minus 2 times 2x times 3, and the last term is 3x squared. So 2x to the squared is 4x squared. Final answer, 4x squared minus 12x plus 9. What about 3x minus 2y to the squared? Same formula. So the first term is 3x bracket squared, middle term minus 2 times 3x times 2y, and the last term becomes plus 2y to the squared. So 3x times 3x, it's 9x squared. 2y times 2y, it's 4y squared. So final answer, 9x squared minus 12xy plus 4y squared. Now, sometimes in the exam, you may be given questions like, without direct multiplication, find the value of 31 squared. Believe me, pupils, it's no big deal. 31 to the squared, we have to apply our formula a plus b to the squared, which is a squared plus 2ab plus b squared. So 31 squared, it's 30 plus 1 to the squared. How to proceed? Yes, you're right. It's 30 squared plus 2 times 30 times 1 plus 1 to the square. That is, we are trying to apply the rule above. A plus b to the square, it's a squared plus 2ab plus b squared. So 30 plus 1 to the square, it's 30 squared plus 2 times 30 times 1 plus 1 squared. So 30 times 30 gives 900 2 times 30 times 1 is 60. 1 to the square is 1. Final answer 961. 63 squared. Same thing using the formula a plus b to the square, which is a squared plus 2ab plus b squared. I think you guessed it right. 63 squared, it's 60 plus 3 to the square. So 60 squared plus 2 times 60 times 3 plus 3 to the square. 60 times 60, 3,600. 2 times 60 times 3, 360. 3 times 3, which is 9. Final answer, 3,969. Now, the questions can come like, without direct multiplication, find the value of 29 squared, which is the other way around. So instead of here of doing addition, 29 squared, you have to use subtraction. So use the formula a minus b to the square, which is a squared minus 2ab plus b squared. So 29 squared, to use subtraction, you have to take 30 minus 1 to the square. So it's 30 squared minus 2 times 30 times 1 plus 1 squared. 30 squared, it's 900. 2 times 30 is 60. 1 times 1 is 1. Final answer is 841. What about 88 squared? Again, using the formula a minus b to the square, which is a squared minus 2ab plus b squared. I'm sure you guess the right method to do it. It's 90 minus 2 to the square, which is 90 squared minus 2 times 90 times 2 plus 2 to the square. 90 multiplied by 90, 8,100. 2 times 90 times 2, it's 360. 2 times 2 is 4. So final answer, 7,744. Sometimes you may be having such question for the exam. You're given x squared plus y squared is equal to 40. You're given xy is equal to 8. They simply ask you to find the value of x plus y to the square. We know that a plus b to the squared is a squared plus 2ab plus b squared. What about x plus y to the squared? It's x squared plus 2xy plus y squared. Rearranging it, we can write it as x plus y to the squared as x squared plus y squared plus 2xy. Now we have the value of x squared plus y squared, which is 40, and we have xy is equal to 8. So we are going to replace x squared plus y squared by 40 and replace xy by 8. So final answer is going to be 40 plus 2 times 8. Final answer, x plus y to the square is 36. Now questions can come in this way also. X squared plus y squared, 120. Xy is equal to 10. Find the value of x minus y to the square. No big deal. Write down the formula. A minus b to the square, it's a squared minus 2ab plus b squared. So x minus y to the square, compare it, it's x squared minus 2xy plus y squared. Here also we have to rearrange the equation. So x minus y to the square can be written as x squared plus y squared minus 2xy. So what is x squared plus y squared? 120. What is xy? 10. So here your x minus y to the square is equal to, so x squared plus y squared replaced by 120, your xy replaced by 10. Final answer is 120 minus 20, which is 100. What about a plus b multiplied by a minus b, which is a very important result? Is going to be a multiplied by a minus b plus b multiplied by a minus b, which is a squared minus ab plus ba minus b squared. Of course, minus ab plus ba is going to cancel out. So final answer, it's a squared minus b squared. So a plus b multiplied by a minus b, the answer is a squared minus b squared, which is very important. So a plus b multiplied by a minus b, the answer is a squared minus b squared, which is a difference of two perfect squares. I repeat, a plus b multiplied by a minus b is going to be a squared minus b squared, which is a difference of two perfect squares. What about x plus 4, x minus 4? So easy. Using a plus b, a minus b is equal to a squared minus b squared. So x plus 4 multiplied by x minus 4 is going to be x squared minus 4 squared. So easy. The answer is x squared minus 16. What about 4x plus 3y? 4x minus 3y. Again, using the formula of perfect squared, a plus b multiplied by a minus b, which is a squared minus b squared. So 4x plus 3y multiplied by 4x minus 3y will give 4x squared minus 3y squared. Final answer, 16x squared minus 9y squared. Similarly, what is 4m plus 3? 4m minus 3? Very easy. So simple. 4m to the squared minus 3 to the squared. So one term is plus, one term is minus. So its final answer, 16m squared minus 9. What about a plus b, a minus b? Is a squared minus b squared? So if you have to find the value of 102 times 98, how can you apply the above formula to find the value of 102 multiplied by 98? 102 multiplied by 98, there should be something which is common to the two numbers. Yes, of course. It's 100 plus 2 multiplied by 100 minus 2, which is 100 squared minus 2 squared. It's 10,000 minus 4, 9,996. So when you get such question for the exam, don't panic. You think well, apply the rule perfect square. A plus b multiplied by a minus b is a squared minus b squared. 102 multiplied by 98, it's 100 plus 2 multiplied by 100 minus 2, it's 100 squared minus 2 squared, 10,000 minus 4, final answer 9,996. Again, we are going to use a plus b, a minus b is equal to a squared minus b squared. If you are asked to find the value of 503 multiplied by 497, it's going to be 500 plus 3 multiplied by 500 minus 3. Using the above formula, it's 500 squared minus 3 squared. 250,000 minus 9 is 249,991 as final answer. Now again, we are going to use our first result, which was a plus b to the squared is equal to a squared plus 2ab plus b squared to find 40 squared plus 2 times 40 times 1 plus 1 squared. We are trying to work backward. This is going to be 40 plus 1 to the square. 41 squared. 41 squared, it's 40 plus 1 is a square. It is 40 squared plus 2 times 40 times 1 plus 1 squared. So going backward, 41 squared is 1681. Now, if you're given such question, a plus b is equal to 20, a minus b is equal to 6, how can we obtain the value of a squared minus b squared? So we know that a plus b, a minus b, which is a squared minus b squared. So a squared minus b squared, you only need to multiply the value of a plus b times the value of a minus b. So your a squared minus b squared is going to be 20 times 6. So a squared minus b squared, it's a plus b times a minus b. A plus b is 20, a minus b is 6. So 20 multiplied by 6 gives 120. So our first result, pupil, a plus b to the squared, it's a squared plus 2ab plus b squared. Second result, a minus b to the squared, which is a squared minus 2ab plus b squared. Result number 2, there's one negative, so there should be one negative in the formula. A minus b to the squared is a squared minus 2ab plus b squared. And the third result, which we learned today, difference of perfect square. A plus b, a minus b is a squared minus b squared. So this ends our lesson for today. Hope you have enjoyed the lesson, and I'm sure this video will help you in your exams preparation. From me, it's goodbye. See you soon.
Come on and dance with me, darling. I know you want it. Move with the rhythm, your body. I wanna go. You know you're driving me crazy. Anticipating the taste of your lips, yeah, I'm craving. No hesitating. Whoa. Drop it down to the floor, making me want